The movie House Party, I'm gonna make this real short and sweet. The movie House Party was not just about kids having fun at parties. Take a look at Kid. Look behind him, you will see a radio. You think that radio is just there because it's the 90s? No, the radio is there because it's symbolically letting you know this is when the programming black people with music started to take full effect. Before he even woke up and that radio was behind him, look at what he was dreaming about. He's dreaming about a house party. Now, how programmed or hooked you gotta be to music to be actually dreaming about it as if it's the only thing in the world to do. I know a lot of people will be like, bro, it was the 90s. We was lit. This is what we used to do back in the days. Have fun, have parties. They're not showing you how fun it was in the 90s. They showing you how music can be a spell. There was a scene when Kid approached the DJ. The music he was playing, he felt like it was boring and he felt like the party was dead. But the elderly folks didn't think that it was dead. They was dancing to the music and they was, getting their groove on. But as soon as kids started rapping and displaying his music, they looked at him like they wanted to stone him to death. He was like, throw your hands up in the air, throw your hands up in the air. And this lady right here threw her hands up like a cop said, freeze. They don't know what the hell you talking about, bro. Some would say they don't want to listen to that type of music because they grew up on a different era of music. But actually, this is the representation of being brainwashed. They're brainwashed to only accept the music they was raised on, and they don't have an open mind for anything else. Their mind is closed. If you don't hear the new generation music, then you will never understand your kids, your children, because they're going to bring it to you. And notice I said hear, which means hear what they're saying, not actually listen to it. Notice when they all interfered the elderly party, the woman in the crowd told the police they're not pressing charges. And he was like, why? And she said this, they don't need to be put in jail. They just need discipline. And even though Kid was disciplined and had a strict father who was always on his ass, make sure he going to school, making sure he, doing what he's supposed to be doing, he still ended up disobeying his father. He was the only parent in the movie that actually walked the streets to look for his son. He was even getting harassed by cops and still was looking for his son that night. Then when he returns home, finally, he gets in the bed and tried to act like he'd been in bed this whole time so his daddy wouldn't know. But look, there he is again in front of this radio. Now, of course, his father beat the living hell out of him that night. And this is an example of the music is a spell and it's programming. He knew his daddy was going to beat the hell out of him. He knew he had an ass whooping coming, but he did not care. All he cared about was getting laid and, of course, just having fun. And he was willing to get beat down for it. And that's a big dude, too. So, he gonna wear his ass out. But at the end of the day, it was the music that led him to do all those things. And off the record, man, these dudes had on the same damn clothes all damn day, throughout the whole damn movie. Bro, they been having them clothes on since this morning. All the way to the nighttime, bro. Them boys didn't freshen up or nothing. Didn't have the nerve to try to go to the party. Boy, y'all, how in the hell you gonna go to a party musty? Boys didn't took no bath, didn't freshen up, nothing, bro. And what was up with the Kool-Aid in this movie, bro? Yes, black people like Kool-Aid, but dang, talk about glorifying the stereotypes. She got the watermelon earrings, the Kool-Aid, the big man in the back with the Kool-Aid. Man, look at all that damn sugar he pouring in that Kool-Aid. We thought it was funny and cool to have our Kool-Aid sweet back then. But in today's generation, hell no. Us black people trying to stay away from sugar. Because now we woke and we see everything on the shelf is straight poison.
All of my hoes, still my hoes, that's for sure.